wrestling fans, welcome back to my channel, the X2 As Nice, where tonight I'm going to give you my reaction to AEW airing the backstage footage of the CM Punk Jack Perry incident at AEW All In. So make sure you stick around because we are X2 As Nice, wrestling figure collecting and all things wrestling. Now it's time to talk about what everybody in the wrestling world is talking about. AEW Dynamite Tonight, where they aired the footage from backstage at AEW All In, where CM Punk was confronting Jack Perry, and of course led to an incident that led to CM Punk either quitting, getting fired, whatever the case may be, the end of CM Punk. We got to see the end of CM Punk and AEW. Now, my initial reaction to hearing about them going to show this was, wow, this is a great idea. You're coming off of WrestleMania weekend. What a great idea. You're going to boost your ratings this week. It'll be very interesting to see how the ratings do as a result of this. So I thought it was a great idea. And then fast forward to tonight. My reaction after watching this and the show was, what a huge disappointment for AEW. They really fumbled this. I thought they had it set up. You got all eyes on AEW, and what do we get? We get a subpar show, below average AEW Dynamite. We get a segment that is somehow tied into Young Bucks versus FTR match at Dynasty. I'm still trying to figure out how this Punk Jack Perry incident has anything to do with this upcoming tag team match. Now, they tried and tried and tried, but the Young Bucks couldn't deliver. When have the Young Bucks ever delivered on an angle? They deliver in the ring, but as far as doing an angle, they haven't delivered. I don't know whose idea this was to tie this into this tag team match. Was it Tony Khan's, the Young Bucks, whoever? They need to have these ideas screened by someone else. And someone else has got to be able to say, hey, this sucks, Tony. Let's do something different. Instead, they kind of fear for their position or their job in the company, and they're just going to say, oh, this is great. And we get what we got tonight. A very weird segment where the Young Bucks try to tie this footage into their feud with FTR. Now, getting to the footage itself, it totally redeems and justifies what CM Punk said on the podcast last week before WrestleMania, where he said, I shoved him and put him in a headlock and because I didn't want to hit him. There wasn't any yelling, no screaming. It didn't look very volatile at all. I've seen much worse in basketball practice or at baseball practice or on the school playground. I've seen much worse incidents compared to this. It was very PG. PG Punk was back his last time at AEW All In, right? But anyway, what a disappointment. Not only did this segment disappoint, the footage itself was a disappointment. You know, everybody wants to see the juicy, spicy, oh, let's see this huge brawl, and it really wasn't much there. It's like, see, you fired Punk over this? Jack Perry ain't here over this? Really? You know, if this is spicy, then what happened between Punk and the Young Bucks? I'm really starting to question what really happened there, you know, other than a couple of shoves and a couple of fists missing or something. I don't think it was juicy at all either. And I don't think this was, as we can see on the footage, this wasn't that juicy, folks. But anyway, just a missed opportunity. They also were riding the coattails of Cody Mania by putting Dustin Rhodes against Samoa Joe in a title eliminator match, which I still hate those. How do you wrestle for a title shot against the champion? Makes no sense. I thought you had to earn your way up through the rankings and earn that spot that way. But anyway, so just a huge disappointment with the Dustin Rhodes Samoa Joe match. A lot of the segments just were like repeats of the past few weeks in the segments, with the Mariah May, Tony Storm stuff is getting boring. The Edge stuff has been boring. Edge is on life support at this point. He totally embarrassed himself with that promo last week, trying to save grace for Tony Khan. This thing's turning into a joke, folks. And I am a huge AEW fan. I really am. I'm not just saying that. I love AEW, but the last few months, it's becoming really hard for me to watch AEW. It really is. The stuff that's going on right now is just mind-blowing. But my overall response is, what a huge disappointment for people that tuned in to Dynamite. We got a subpar show, and then you did deliver what you said you were going to deliver, but the backstage segment itself was very non-spicy, non-entertaining, and just a huge miss, a huge disappointment. Hopefully it was worth it, AEW. You got the ratings, but you're going to take a thrashing online. But anyway, wrestling fans, subscribe to our channel. Check out our YouTube channel if you like wrestling figures, wrestling cards, wrestling talk. Check us out and give this video a big thumbs up for CM Punk choking out Jack Perry.